Yo, can I get a fucking do-over in life? Shit, I'm like 5 years late on a legendary rap career and movies and shit, and fuck, where's the reset button? I need to hit that shit now. What's going on, everybody? It's the Granddad of Granddad Wooly, and you are here again for another edition of Wooly Reviews, Film Data Netflix Pick. Today we got a movie review today. We're going to be talking about the brand new movie that just fucking dropped, starring a legendary actor and comedian. Well, actually, two of them motherfuckers. They back. They dropped some new shit. It's on some Netflix exclusiveness, so you ain't gotta go to the movie theater and just get Netflix going on or use somebody's password and you there. Talking about the new movie starring Adam Sandler and David Spade entitled The Do-Over. Now, for those who aren't familiar with Adam Sandler or David Spade, that you may have not watched a movie in the past like 20 fucking years, because them niggas have been at least one. They're two legendary comedians, SNL alumni who rose to the ranks. They both have their cult comedy movies under their belt. You got Adam Sandler with movies like The Water Boy and Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Then David Spade's got movies like Tommy Boy and Joe Dirt, just to name a couple. And they've actually worked together. They've done the movie Grown Ups together. Actually, I think they did two Grown Ups. I think it was two Grown Ups movies, which were, I mean, what are you gonna do? But now they're back, tag teaming it up and starting in this new movie. So now let's see if Adam Sandler and David Spade have dropped us a hot one on Netflix, or if it's on Netflix for a fucking reason. I mean, I know Adam Sandler has a little movie deal going with them, but maybe this movie was Netflix caliber and not theater caliber, so it was in the right place at the right fucking time. But let's just talk about the shit and see what they done did. So the general premise of the movie is this. David Spade's character goes by the name of Charlie, and he lives a pretty shitty fucking life. He works inside of a bank, inside of a goddamn grocery store. He ain't shit. He's married, but his wife don't like him. It's actually his wife fucking around with her ex-husband, and he taking care of their kids. I'm telling you, David Spade fucking ain't nothing but a chump in this goddamn movie. And he pretty much hates his fucking life on all fucking levels, and he just can't stand the shit. And Adam Sandler comes out of nowhere, who goes by the name of Max, and he is portraying this FBI badass agent, and he pretty much takes David Spade and is like, yo, motherfucker, your life sucks, nigga. Come roll with me. Come roll. Are you the homie? We used to go way back. I'm going to show you a good time and get you away from all that bullshit, that cheating ass wife, them badass kids, that whack ass job. I'm going to show you what it's about. And, you know, Charlie was like, hell yeah, let's do that shit. So pretty much they was hanging out, and in a nutshell, Adam Sandler's character, Max, pretty much fakes their own death by blowing up the yacht that they were chilling on. And Charlie had no fucking idea that this happened because the nigga got roofied by him. I don't know what else happened, but I know he didn't know what happened. So they wake up in this fucking hotel. Charlie finds out that their deaths have been faked because, you know, Max thought, hey, you hated your fucking life, so I gave you a chance to get a new one. So they take on the identities of two other people who they really don't know who the fuck they are. They just know that they're fucking dead. And pretty much the people's identities that they take are pretty much in some deep shit themselves, or were before they died. And now since they pretty much come back to life thanks to Max and Charlie, they are being hunted down just as the original mofos who ended up getting bodied because they were doing shit they weren't supposed to be doing. Or maybe they were doing shit they were supposed to be doing and somebody was fucking hating on them and took them out. Basically, that's what the fucking premise of the movie is. Now, here's the thing. It's an Adam Sandler movie, so now you know there's a 50% ratio of this shit being fucking whack. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's got Adam Sandler movie written all over it. But the thing about this movie is it's not oozing with Adam Sandler-esque-ness on this movie. There's actually a lot of really good acting in here. There's some decent action scenes in here. The comedy on here is meh. Some stuff is funny, some stuff isn't. But I mean, it's always hit and miss with an Adam Sandler movie. You get that same type of comedy that you get in every Adam Sandler movie. He brings in the original homies. Nick Swartzen makes an appearance again. He's in every fucking Adam Sandler movie. There's also Paula Patton who stars in the movie, and she is looking fat. But she plays a vital role in this movie, and she also has a very good character building dynamic. And also, I have to say, David Spade and Adam Sandler also do as well. You learn a lot about them. They go through a lot of character changes, and you perceive them as one person, but as the movie goes on, they sort of show this other side of them, or you really realize what their real motives or intentions are in this entire movie. And it's also got a really good underlying story that really just sort of explains why Max in particular is doing what he's doing, or why that he decided to fake their deaths. And there's a whole bunch of other things in here that really make it more than just another Adam Sandler comedy movie. It's not a great movie, it's not a spectacular movie, but it is a very decent movie, and it's very, very impressive. for the Netflix series of movies that Adam Sandler has started to put out. I think the one before this was The Ridiculous Sis, which just was fucking ridiculously bad and fucking just terrible. This one is actually an improvement from that movie, and it's actually pretty damn goddamn good. And when it does come to the comedy of this movie, which is pretty much the core of the shit, it is hit and miss, like I said, but David Spade actually has some pretty good moments in here, and so did Adam Sandler, but not as many as David Spade. I think he kind of like edged him out on this one just a little bit. And then some of the supporting cast also has some decent comedy, but it's just that Adam Sandler comedy, and also it's a lot of suspect and raunchy moments in this movie that are just like more like than funny. I mean, some people might find it funny, but I was just like, that's nasty. Especially at the end of the movie, I'm just gonna say, really old lady. That's really old lady, and that's all I'm gonna say. I can't get it out of my head. But the lack of quality comedy in this movie does get lifted up by decent acting, a decent story told, and some pretty good action scenes. So I would have to say altogether, yes, the comedy, which is supposed to be the core of this movie, isn't great, but it is accentuated by the fact that it is some other good elements that are unpredictable about this movie, but also play out very well. And when it comes to the climax of the movie, it's a pretty good build up and payoff. I like how it ends. I like how the story kind of comes full circle. And I also like what happens with the characters of Max and Charlie as far as what they have to do to sort of close out the scenario. And I mean, it's a pretty good payoff, and you really just see their bond really come to a full circle and full fruition. So my final verdict, I'm not saying that The Do-Over is a pretty decent but not spectacular comedy movie that really falters on the comedy, but does have some decent action scenes and a good story told, as well as some good performances from David Spade, Adam Sandler, and Paula Patton, as well as some others. All I'm saying is that you will laugh, but you won't laugh as much as you probably think you should. And on top of that, it's just, I mean, another Adam Sandler movie. It's a little bit better than most. He's sort of like on a slight incline from his previous works, but it's nothing like shooting up to the skies. It's like that right there. Probably right there. And the fact that the movie is a Netflix exclusive, you really can't get too fucking mad at the quality of it. I mean, like, I could see if I paid $11.50 popcorn and a drink at the theater, then I'd be a little bit perturbed by the movie. But for the fact that I really didn't pay anything, well, I mean, I paid Netflix monthly, but you know what the fuck I'm trying to say. It really wasn't that bad, and for a Netflix-only movie, it was pretty decent. So all I gotta say is that for me, The Do-Over isn't Granddad approved, but I will give it a Granddad recommended. So definitely go check it out. It's on Netflix right now. It's a good one-watcher. It's some good moments in this movie, acting-wise. Comedy could have been better. Story was really good, though, and I really appreciated that. And I think overall, I mean, for what it is, it's not that bad. So check it out. The Do-Over is Granddad recommended. Watch the shit if you want. If not, don't worry about it. I mean, I ain't gonna tell you what to fucking do. Flip it. Alright guys, gonna do it for today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up and drop a comment. Tell me what you think of The Do-Over. If you've seen it, if you haven't seen it, it's on Netflix right now. Like I said, it's a good one-watcher. Not as funny as it should be, but it's an Adam Sandler movie. I mean, you know, you should expect that by now. But it does have some decent moments on the action side, and as well as the character dynamic side between him, Spade, Paula Patton does good on here, and for the most part, I mean, it's an enjoyable watch. I mean, you won't be bored with the movie, but you won't be blown away by it either. Previous videos on the site, as well as my latest single, check those out, show them some love. And as always, Twitter, Facebook, SoundCloud, Instagram, links in the description below, and subscribe. Button on the screen, button below, Wooly Reviews, twice a week, gaming channel. Check that out. I know I've been out for a week, y'all. I was sick as all hell. I'm still getting back in the game of it, so sorry. But we're going to be back up to full speed very soon, so just bear with me. I mean, I ain't forgot about y'all. I'm not going to leave again. Don't worry. Don't worry. Niggas get sick, though. Niggas get sick. And I got nothing more to say. So until next time I take my leave, Granddaughter, The Do-Over. I mean, you should do over the whole movie. It's good, but if you do it over and you do a little bit better, a little bit more comedy, maybe you wouldn't have to do it over. But hey, I mean, it's Adam Sandler. I mean, hit and miss. Hit and miss. I'm out of here.